Yep, that's me coming in for a landing after jumping out of a perfectly fine moving plane.
Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. I loved it.
Now let's back this up a little and take this to the beginning as I share exactly what led me here. Welcome back to Black Travel and Culture. I am your girl Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, and for the first time ever, I'm publicly sharing exactly what it felt like to risk it all by skydiving. By the end of this video, I'll share my complete thoughts.
How you doing? Not too bad. What are you getting ready to do? Very nice. Well, hey, my name's Travis. I'm going to videotape that skydive for you. Oh, you bet. Anyone want to say hi to me before we go?
Check out the fit. And at this point, I have no idea what is coming out of my mouth.
Very nice. Well, let's go have some fun, huh? Right on.
Could you tell how nervous I was? Before I share my thoughts, let's just watch from the time we enter the plane to the time I land, and then I'll come back recapping the entire experience. And we're off. No turning back now.
Well, we're almost halfway there. How you doing? That's right. That's right. You can do it. I know. Right on. Very nice.
And it was at this moment I wanted to go home. I was next in line and second guessing every decision that I made to get me here. Why am I so nosy? Now let's talk about exactly what led me here. It was about a year earlier, one of my best friends decided to book a trip to go skydiving for her birthday. About 10 to 12 people said yes. And on the day of the jump, out of the 10 to 12 people that said they were going with her, only 2 people showed up. And I was not one of the 2. I truly let fear overcome my commitment and my word. And I literally was plagued by that decision for the next 12 months. So much so that when my boyfriend at the time asked me what did I want for my birthday, I said I wanted to go skydiving, not really thinking that he would make that happen. I just knew that eventually I was going to conquer my fear. Also, when my friend came back with our mutual friend from their skydive, they raved about the experience, how life-changing it was, how much fun they had. And so I definitely had FOMO. I definitely was suffering from the fear of missing out. And anyone who suffered from FOMO knows that is not a good feeling, especially if you have the opportunity to change. So a few days before my birthday, basically, I was just told that we were going to New Jersey for a surprise. Had no idea what the surprise was going to be. We pull up. I still had no idea. I'm like, okay, we're coming to watch like a classic air show. My birthday is around Memorial Day. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's something to do with troops, even though he had never been in the military. I had no idea until I saw a group of people walking to one of these planes strapped up with their gear. And then I figured it out. I was happy and mad at the same time. Like I needed to prepare, or so I thought. So, yes, I did curse him out. And yes, he did calm me down. I watched the training video, signed my life away, put on the uniform, and ended up experiencing one of the greatest and most life altering experiences I will probably ever have. Now, I did ask the tandem jumper about 100 questions, and once I felt comfortable in his answers, it put me at ease. And here are the top 5 lessons that skydiving has taught me 20 years later. Number 1, if you are afraid to die, will you ever truly really live? For me, the answer is no. Now, I'm not talking about being reckless. I do believe you need to do your research, which I had done the year prior, and realize that skydiving is extremely safe, especially when you compare it to driving and motor vehicle accidents. Check out the screen for more information. The second lesson that skydiving taught me is to say yes more often, especially when it comes to countering stigmas that culturally we've been told we should not partake in, including solo travel, attending the opera in Italy. I'll actually insert my trip to Milan, Italy last October, where I did all the things as a solo traveler. And I might not have done that had it not been for this jump. Lesson number 3 is once you achieve one dream, go ahead and set out to conquer another one. It will help to break up the monotony and add excitement to your life. Let's face it, things can get boring really quick, and only we have the power to change that. Lesson number 4. Sometimes we get caught up in not doing things because it may make us uncomfortable. Well, skydiving taught me how to push through being uncomfortable. As nervous and as uncomfortable as I was in the beginning, being above the clouds and gently gliding towards Earth was the most peaceful I have ever been, ever. I can never adequately put into words how serene that feeling is, but if you've ever been skydiving, you know. Although there were quite a few more lessons, the 5th and final one that we'll go over today is to please cut out the noise, avoid any naysayers. I only told one person that I was going to skydive once I found out. And then afterwards, I selectively told others. And as you can imagine, I heard everything from, oh, you're crazy. Oh, why would you jump out of a perfectly good plane? Oh, I would never. That is the type of noise I'm talking about. Oftentimes, we listen to the naysayers and never fulfill our passions. So looking back 20 years later, I truly believe that this decision and the lessons learned from making this decision has led me to living my best life. So if you stayed to the end of this video, I challenge you to create a list of things that you want to do. Create a plan regardless of what people may say. Matter of fact, don't tell a lot of people. Create a plan on how to get it done and then just do it. Then rinse and repeat. There was a gentleman who was 85 years old on my plane jumping for the very first time. Could you imagine how many people told him not to do it and why he shouldn't do it? But he did it anyway. Now let's recap the 5 lessons really quickly. Number 1, life really begins on the other side of fear. Number 2, learn to say yes more often and commit to that yes. Number 3, as long as you have breath in your body, as soon as you accomplish one goal, one dream, go ahead and set out to accomplish another. Number 4 is learning how to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. And number 5 is learning how to drown out the noise. You don't want to have regrets based on other people's decisions. I'm Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. Don't forget, please subscribe, hit the like button for this video. Ask any questions that you may have in the comment section. Also, when you get a chance, check out these other videos, which you may enjoy. Thanks for joining. Bye.